G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 16 of our Lightning Caster Paladin playthrough, where we're heading into Ultimate. But first, a couple of quick things I need to do. There's a few devotion shrines in normal that are easy to get that I missed, so I'm going to get those. However, this episode is mostly going to be about Ultimate, so I'm not going to make you watch the running to them. I'll just bring you back when I get to sort of right next to them, and you can, I guess, watch the fights, and we'll get 3 more points. There will be 4 shrines in normal that I am not going to get. I'm not going to unlock the Tomb of the Heretic. I'm not going to do Shattered Realm to get that one. I will be going to the Ugden Bog, into the Tomb of Ugdal. I'm not going to do Mogdrogan Shrine. I'm not going into the Conflagration. No, this is the Conflagration. What am I talking about? I'm not going to do the Temple of the Three. So it's going to be East March, it's going to be this one, and it's going to be the Tomb of Ugdal. So, with that chattering out of the way, let's go do the damn thing. I'm going to do this as well while I'm here, why not? You guys know I love me some good totems. I can see the enemies up there. I may be able to get away with not actually fighting the, what's his name? The boss that's kind of over here. I might not have to fight him. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, so Ancient Totems get 2 waves by the looks of it. Yep, lovely. Dawnshard Hauberk that I'm already wearing, but, you know, I'll take it. Grab the rest of this. I need some bits for various crafting things later, I'm sure. Okay, let's see if we can't sneak around the boss. Nah, not a chance. Alright, we kill him. 2 or 3 of these should be enough. I think if I plant one now, it's going to blow up. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take him out, then I'll do the shrine, and then I'm going to pause recording, and I'll bring you back when I get to the next shrine, or near to it if there's maybe another totem or something, but yeah. This should be not very difficult of a fight. a couple of little zombies should be no problem. Okay, so grab all these. I will check the Dawnshard Hauberk. Is this better than my current one? Yeah, kind of, but not really. I don't think I care enough to bother changing it. It's 5% elemental damage increase. A little bit more fire to lightning damage conversion, but I don't really do much fire damage, so I don't really care about that. 90 less hit points and 2% more resistance. It's kind of doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to pause this, and I will be back when I get to the next one. Alrighty, I'm on the way to the East Marsh Shrine, and I found myself an Ancient Savage Totem. So, you know me, I'm going to do this one. We'll put the runes down. 3 is probably enough, let's be honest, and let's blow them to pieces. Turn the loot off. Any survivors? Yes, let's not get hit by that. And boom goes the dynamite. Alright, everybody's dead. What do we do? What do we get for loot? Nothing too amazing. The Avenger Relic, which, I mean, we could use. We are using a shield. The Anchorite's Headguard is one that I've used in the past. Obviously can't use it on this build, but 43% Chaos Res and some Elemental Res and some Stun Res on a helmet with a pile of health and some maybe relevant skill points. The Anchorite's Headguard is pretty good. Alright, be right back when I get to probably the Devotion Shrine itself. Alright, I've made it to the Ruined Shrine here. There's one other thing I wanted to show just here as well. These little sections you can go down are kind of cool. So there's a stash down here. This one apparently is broke, but yeah, nice little hidden area there. Now this little area here, where the Devotion Shrine itself is, does have Kalis Ka there. You can try and avoid it. I'm just going to kill it. It will potentially drop the quest item, but I'm not going to do the quest, so I'm going to leave it on the floor. And boom goes the dynamite. Maybe? There we go. Yeah, so Fang of the Bone Hunter. Are you serious right now? Go away. And Kalis Ka's shield does look pretty cool. Not going to use it, but, you know, it looks pretty cool. We'll leave that on the floor. This is actually not a fight, so there's another point. And I will bring you back when I find another totem worth doing, or when I get to the last shrine. See you soon. Alright, here's the last shrine, and it's very uneventful, no fight. Obsidian Juggernaut. Let's have a look at that. I'm pretty sure I'm not using it. Well, I'm 100% sure I'm not using it. Oh, Witchblade. Witchblade, two-handed hammer. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely not using that. Okay, we did get 3 devotion points, which means I need to check where we're putting points now. We were going for the Spear of the Heavens, which needs 4 blue, sorry, and then Korvac, which also needs a few blue. Was it Viper? Let me go check. Righto, it was in fact the Lizard, so we will fill out the Lizard. That's going to leave us with 10 points remaining. We will complete the Spear for 6 of those, and then 4 points straight up the middle of the Korvac, the Eldritch Sun devotion. And that'll be us done. I'm looking at the devotion page now. I've missed removing something because the plan has the entire devotion, but I will look at that later. It's probably 2 or 3 of these. In fact, let's see if we can take those back now. And then we're going to Ultimate. Let me double check I'm actually recording. Yep, good. Didn't double click the pause button by mistake. I mean, I would never do that. That would be silly. I've definitely done it. Alright, yep, we can get 2 of those back. Looks like we have to keep that one. And that'll get us started on... Which one do I want first? So this one is OA Shred, Chance of Petrify. So this is kind of a little bit more defensive. You know what? I like the Spear. I don't get to use it very often, so we'll take this one. Okay, let's sell these, and then we're heading into Ultimate. Now, there are a couple of checks I want to do as well. The first one is my resistances. I checked these earlier, and I believe it's just going to be my Elemental will be at 70%. So we get minus 50 from the top row, which will, yep. Elemental resistances will be at 70%, which is not amazing, but we will probably survive with that. Poison and acid will be capped. Piercing will be capped. Bottom row is minus 25%, so bleeding will be at 70 as well. Vitality will be capped. Aether will be at, what's that, 65%? No, 55%. Maths is hard. And Chaos will be capped. So I think we're okay. It's not amazing. I could go and farm some more Vine Rings, and, you know, if I take that off, Vitality is still capped, and Piercing is 10%. So, you know, I could go farm another Vine Ring. Maybe if I just had another one of these Harmonious Vine Rings, everything would be capped and it'd be fine. But I will find something in Ultimate. It'll be fine. What do we got for health? We got piles of health. Armor rating, anything massively holy. Helmet and arms are the only things. Helmet's probably about as good as it gets until we get more levels. So yeah, we are heading into Ultimate. Now we're just going to straight up skip Elite. The only thing from Elite that I can think of that I might want is, or that I can't get from Ultimate, is the Royal Jelly recipe, which I may just run and fetch in between episodes, but I might just skip it. I don't use it very often, except the occasional boss. Right, let's just ignore all this for now, and let's go blast Act 1. Now I've still got 10 more devotion shrines to get. There should be 8, I think, in Ultimate Act 1. Just going from memory here. I believe it's 8. So we will go and get all 8. And then I think it's 2 more. 2 more from Act 2 and we'll be done. And that'll be us. And then we can start a new character. No, just kidding. Definitely going to be going till the end with this one. Assuming I don't die, actually. I was so confident with my maths about my resistances that I didn't even look, so let me take a second just to confirm. Alright. That's interesting, so it's actually only 25% across the board. So the only... Wait, what's going on here? Do I have... Oh, I didn't have Word of Renewal active at the time, okay. Alright, that makes more sense, because, yeah, this... Yep. Okay, so actually I only need to get bleeding? Yeah, just bleeding. 10% more bleeding and we're good. Pretty happy about that. Not usually thrilled when I'm wrong, but I think in this case I'm allowed to be happy about being wrong about that. So we are missing an entire difficulty worth of reputation points, which means I'm gonna kind of do a few extra quests that I would normally skip in Ultimate, because normally by this stage I'm at Revered with most of the factions. So we'll do a few extras and everything will be fine, it'll be fine. How much damage do I take? I mean, not much. Golemborn, I do have those boots. But, I mean, standing in the seal, I don't know if anything here can actually hurt me. Not a big deal anyway. I'm pretty sure one-shots are pretty rare in Act 1. Anyway, it'll be fine. I'm also pretty sure that the scaling in Ultimate kind of really kicks in around level 70, so that might be affecting it as well. It might be that we just haven't hit the level at where things start really hitting hard. Okay, I have the Storm, Black Hand, we'll leave the rest on the floor, why not? So, this is what I'm here for. Or like the kids say, that's what I'm talking about. Don't know why I read that, or I said that in an accent. Actually, I do know why, I'm just not going to say. Let's not get cancelled from the internet. Righto, Kaizog's down. In record time, no less. Actually, probably not. But the good thing about second playthroughs, or second difficulty playthroughs, is they tend to be fairly fast. Let's see if we can take some of this damage. Seems good. Alright, awesome. Nightshade's Reach is an interesting weapon. It's a two-handed Nightblade weapon, so to use it, you're basically giving up all of your WPS procs, your weapon pool skills. You just don't get to use those if you're using that sword. So I guess you would have to do some sort of Nightblade support build, which... is that a thing? I don't know, it could be interesting, but yeah. No. Okay, Sovereign Shield, couple of blues. No MIs, Glyph Tome. Alright, we'll eat those blueprints. And I think Stalwart of Scorched Ends? I'm looking for, I mean, I'm always looking for rings with resistances on them. One of which is, yeah, here we go, is the Slith ring, although having said that, I think I'm probably sticking with the rings I have until I get to Ashes, and then I will farm another Vine ring. We could always potentially go back to normal and vendor shop one from Vinylton, but that sounds like too much work. There's many things that are more boring than vendor shopping in a Skeleton Key dungeon, but not many of them, and that doesn't mean that I want to do it. So I'll just deal with what I have, I think. Alright, it's zombie o'clock, so let's get the lightning zombie here. We'll run up the road and get the fire zombie, and we'll kill Milton as well. And down he goes. There we go. Watcher of the Frozen North. Lich's Ring of Mending. I think I already have one of these, don't I? 1% difference on the spirit. 10 extra health regen and 1% difference on the poison and acid res. Nice, I got the set. Okay, is Milton going to be home today? He's not here. Oh, he is here. Okay. Oops. I'm just going to take that right in the face. Inquisitor Seal don't care. Alright, there goes his soldier regen. Many as will, I think it is. And down he goes. Okay, so his helmet is usually pretty decent. Obviously, I keep finding all these really cool helmets that I use in other builds, and this build has an MI that is a core MI. You can't play this without it. Redeemers I don't really care, but of the Eagle is a pretty good one to have just for stats. Anyway, can't use it. Moving on. I was kind of hoping there'd be a shrine here, but, or a totem, sorry. That's alright, we'll head up the road. We have a zombie to kill up here. And I know I said I'd be doing a few extra quests, but probably not going to do the Isaac's stash quest. Even though I did say that I kind of wanted to. I'm noticing that I am using energy potions as well, so I may have to start looking for a solution to energy issues. Alright, Devotion Shrine over here, so let's get another point in our Spear of the Heavens. Is it Spear of the Heavens, or is whatever it's called? Okay, and everybody goes kaboom, and do have another necklace. Now, I can't remember if I kept any from normal, so if I kept any from normal, we're done with that quest, and I can go get a Slithering. However, the Slithering is a basically a static item. It'll always be level 70 in Ultimate, so even if I go fetch it, I can't use it. And probably by the time I get to Ashes of Mammoth, I'll probably be around about the level where I can use it. Okay, we've got 2 points. So, offensive ability and Aether Res. Can I swap that for bleeding? And then Aether damage, crit damage, and a little bit of energy regen is definitely something I like. Then we get here the 100% lightning damage for the next point, and then the actual proc itself, which is decently fun. Does require you to get hit, but I'm usually pretty good about getting hit. I'm not so good at the dodging. Let's go back to the Rift. Like I said, I'm going to leave Isaac's stash alone. It can stay out there all by itself on that little island. And I'm also not going to rescue Isaac. I'm going to leave him for the cultists to deal with. I was expecting this to be a lot harder. So I wasn't expecting to die or anything, but I was expecting to actually take damage. Like, can these guys hurt me? I'm not pushing any buttons here. Let's just see. Can they... even if I don't push any buttons, it appears that they can't actually kill me. So, I was expecting to take more damage than that, for sure. I may have over-prepared. Alright, into the cave. The guy at the end of this definitely will be able to kill me. Actually, will he? Will he be able to kill me? Let's find out. I might eat a rock in the... No, what am I talking about? It's a hardcore character. If that's a one-shot, I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to deliberately eat the thrown rock, which does stupid amounts of damage. That's definitely a bad idea. But there's got to be some way to kind of measure how much damage I'm taking, because the hard part about Ultimate is usually you have to get the damage. So I mean, this is what I've noticed. I might be completely off base, but from my experience, it usually seems like normal Normal and maybe early elite is you're spending time, you're getting resistances, you're getting armor, you're getting all the defensive stuff online, and you kind of rely on devotion procs and just getting skill points in your main skill to give you enough damage to fight things. And then ultimate is where you're expected to kind of already have all the defensive stuff, and now you're spending points on increasing your damage so you can kill things faster, so you don't need to tank as much. That's how I've always looked at it. Impervious Ruby or Scorched Ends could be definitely good. Like I said, I could be completely off base there, but that's kind of how I've always looked at it. And it seems to work. Impervious of Scorched Ends. Piercing, Poison, Chaos, and a Fireball. Oh geez, we're not even level 60 yet. Alright, let's see what he can do. He dies nicely, I'll give him that. Reputation with Homestead, very nice. Am I about to hit Honored with anyone? Because I don't have access to any of their shops to go buy writs. I guess Cult of Soleil is kind of close, but by the time we can actually get reputation with them, we'll probably be past Warden Creek and we can just go there and buy it. Okay, so on Ultimate I always side with Angrim. In normal I always, well, maybe not always, but I generally side with Duncan in normal. Because when you're at this point in the game, you're usually level 10, level 11 maybe. And Duncan just straight up gives you more XP for the same quest. And there's not a huge difference between them while you're leveling. The main difference only really comes in around endgame crafting. And if you have one of them in normal and you have one of them in ultimate, then you can use whichever one you particularly need for your build or the item you're making. Alright, can you guys actually let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3. Alright, follow me across the bridge at A. Let's have him join us, side with Angrim. There we go. Right. There is another devotion shrine over here, and it may surprise you to hear that I want it, so we're going to go and get it. Now, it's in this little cave here. Looks like we do have access to the back door, so we'll go in the rear entrance, which means I can just walk down, grab the shrine, and leave. Which is kind of what I prefer. There's a lot of Aether Crystals over there, but we're about to come up to the Warden's Laboratory on Ultimate, which means we never have to worry about Aether Crystal farming locations again, so I'm not too worried about them. I usually only worry about that sort of stuff in normal. Am I going to get the totem here? Not today. Alright, I do see the totem just up ahead though, so pretty happy about that. It is just a regular Aether Warped, so it'll be fine. I would have preferred Ancient, actually. There's a point. So the Warden's Cellar, the Ancient Aether Warped Totem, should we do it or not? I know the answer is no, you shouldn't do it, but I kind of think I probably can. I think it might be time to get overconfident. I think I'm going to give it a shot. This build so far is pretty much bulletproof, so I'm happy that it should be fine. Alright, so Steven Seagal will be back in our little town. We'll go get some XP from him later. For now, let's go back and get the rift first, then we'll go back and get the two. They're not really zombies, but we'll call them zombies, why not? Is it Hagros or something? I can never remember their names. You know me, I'm horrible with names. I didn't realize how bad I was with names until I started making YouTube videos, though. Alright, so we've got the Rift. Golemborn boots. Are these better than our current ones? More health, same move speed, more armor, more fizz res. PS res is going to be fine. So the answer is yes. And we just get an upgrade, which is pretty good. Since I'm in the area, I'll check for Gale Slice as well. As long as I'm going to try and, you know, Sudoku myself. Unfortunately, he's not home. Yeah, as long as I'm going to try and kill the character, I may as well, you know, actually try and kill the character. I think it would be fine, although I believe he does either bleeding or piercing as his main damage type, so maybe it would be a bad idea. Alright, 1 down. 2 down, and again, I'm not really noticing the health bar moving very much. So, happy about it. A little bit disappointed in Ultimate, but it'll be fine. Alright, let's turn in a bunch of quests. I will speak to them. Total shell level up, pretty happy about that. And then let's just get rid of all of this. Impervious of Arcane Balance. That is a decent chunk of resistances, actually.
See you around.
I would have to put 3 more points. You know what? That'll work. And now I need another Corpse Dust. Do I have one on me? Doesn't look like it, but maybe. Oh dear. Amulet. That was an awful, awful thing to do to me. Alright, ring's fine. Amulet I'm still looking for. Let's eat that. Where did my amulet go? There it is. Alright, no, that's the ring. Here we go, that one there. Okay. Panic averted. Crisis under control. Until next time. That's done. Let's see, that one, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Sell all of this. Alright, I think that's everything. All of my gear has a component on it, so I didn't sell any of my gear, which is probably would have been better to check before I sold it all, but anyway. Let's turn all this in. Yep. Sorry about your brother. There's Honored with Devil's Crossing, which I should have done this before I turn that in. And we've hit level 60, so there's my extra point in Rune of Callister. And what were we actually doing? I think we were going for Celestial Presence. So there we go. I'm glad you decided to join us. And now resistances are almost capped across the board. Now they're capped across the board, which is very, very nice. Alright, I actually don't have a Slith Necklace. Seems I'm going to collect all of the Steelheart Girdles, so there should be a mythical version around level 84 or maybe 94. Probably 94 actually. So we'll do that. What am I looking for? It's hallowed ground. I need Corpse Dust. There we go. Bit more health, bit more vitality resistance that I don't need, and some more health regen. Realistically though, I don't think I need anything. The stats. Alright, let's talk to everybody else. Vindicated, yep. Gruesome and Bloody. Turtle Shell 10, Hand of Altos rank 5. Lovely stuff. Oh, I banked all the ether crystals, didn't I? Because of course I did. I believe it's 4. You know what? 121's fine. If I die, all this stuff's going to disappear anyway, so it doesn't matter if I have a few extras in the inventory. Right. There we go. Thank you for 2 skill points. So what's happened there is you only get 1 from this quest, but because we didn't do this quest on Elite, we actually get both of the skill points for Ultimate and for Elite when you complete it on Ultimate. And we'll get the same thing will happen when we get the attribute point from... What's the ghost's name? You come out of... you come out at the Broken Hills, out of the Kovian Undercity, and there's the ghost standing there. She sends you to kill her bird girl daughter thing, and she'll give you an attribute point. She's going to give us 2, because we'll also be getting the Elite quest reward. So now if I went back to Elite and did this quest, I would not get a skill point for it. So, pretty cool. One of the ways you can skip Elite. Let's get rid of that. What are you? Impervious or Scorched Ends? I am going to hang on to this because that is a lot of piercing, a lot of poison, and a bit of chaos.
See you around.
Which could be good. Could be good. Alright, let's... I've already got scrap. Why do I do this? Alright, so he needs 6, and I need 6 for the bridge, so I'll grab 12. And I've already got 8, so there we go. Alright, we can put that back. We'll hang on to those, because I do want to get that ring. Although, having said that, I'm not sure I will actually use it. I think the current rings are going to be better. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have a look at it once I get it, and if the current rings are better, then there's no point keeping it. Alright, so the usual trick through here is to just run, and then everything will kind of... I mean, it's not going to die around me because we're no longer at the stage where Aura Censure is enough to kill everything. But we can, you know, make everything mad as we walk past it. Blow up the bridge. Pathfinding, I swear. Right, so in here, the Devil's Aquifer, we have a Devotion Shrine, we have potentially got a totem as well, and if there is a totem, I will of course be doing it. And then we have Veloth at the end, who is going to be a pain. I'm actually going to have to dodge. Alright, kaboom goes the dynamite, there we go. Grab this necklace, and we are actually done for Slith necklaces. I never need another one ever again. I'm pretty sure the skipping Elite doing the quests on Ultimate that'll give you rewards, I'm pretty sure that only works for skill points and attribute points, so I don't expect to get the Elite ring at the same time. However, I haven't tested it, so I don't know for sure. Do I actually need to dodge the Sunder is the question. Let's find out. Alright, we are sundered, and it's 43% more damage. And it doesn't appear to have mattered. Alright, let's grab these. There's my devotion point. A lot of the early ultimate devotion points will cost an Aether Shard, so if you don't have those, you'll have to go get some. Right. Do we get proc? Proc. Well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? I guess it's gonna have to be on Word of Renewal. And then, actually, next level I might put 1 point in Presence of Virtue, just so I have a buff to put the devotion on. This should be active 100% of the time. But, you know, it's me, so should is not the same as will. Alright, let's get our quest rewards here. I probably should have done that before, but I don't know if I can be bothered for a lot of that stuff. Alright, 1 point there. I do want 1 point there as well. Hang on, how many points? 48. No, I need the buff. Actually, can I... Does Inquisitor have a permanent buff that isn't an exclusive? You know, I don't think they do. Alright. This is still pretty good. Haven is one that... let's have a look, actually. Does the guide have it maxed out? Actually, no. That's interesting. So the reason you max Presence of Virtue is the offensive ability, or if you happen to be doing a internal trauma or bleeding damage, I guess you could do that. Even retaliation builds, you don't really need that retaliation there, but it's nice though. Most of the time if you take this, it's for the offensive ability. Haven on the other side is for the health and healing effects increase, and this is basically retaliation. Interesting, you actually get a lot of physical damage on that. Huh, today I learned. Anyway, we'll take those and we'll swap that over to Presence of Virtue. So now it actually is up all the time instead of just, you know, maybe. It should definitely always be up, but yeah, like I said, it's me. This is a search you can do. If you do double, you'll find all the double rares. Doesn't look like there are any here, so waste of time. But well, no, it's not a waste of time. Anyway, you do have a choice in Ultimate as to whether you take the book and fight Doreni, so you don't have to mess with him if you're doing Cronley's gang runs or whatever. Or if you don't take the book and fight him now, then every time you run through Cronley's lair, you will have to fight him again, which, if you're trying to get Nemesis faction with them, you don't want to do that, basically. You want to leave him there, so as you can farm Nemesis. If you're looking to farm Cronley, and you don't really care about getting Nemesis so much, then you want to fight him, and make it quicker to get to Cronley. But you are kind of costing yourself a bunch of Cronley's gang reputation every time you do that. Alright, so this is one of the most dangerous doors in normal for what you have available when you get here. You're going to get mobbed, you're going to struggle to click on the door to leave, and it's going to be a bad time. However, in here somewhere is it's an Exalted Stash. Right next to the boss of this area. Here he is. Here's the Exalted Stash. Grundlepith, the Hoarder, there we go. There's his Horde. Once you've killed him, you can access the Horde. And there's his tail as well. Just watching my health slowly tick down. But this is an Exalted Stash, so you will get a blue or better item, or apparently a blueprint also counts. Anyway, I'll take my blueprint. I probably value the blueprint more than the blue item. What do we got here? Legendary helmet. Well, can't use that. But hey, it's one more blueprint that can't drop again. Alright, let's get our fabrics since we're here. That one I think is a fabric chest. Yep. And that leaves one more, which is going to be this one. There we go. And we're done here, so let's be on our way. I'm going to get the Forsaken. Okay, let's go do this. The totems are actually really good for XP as well as loot. So this is the Spear of the Heavens proc too. I kind of like it. It's an AoE stun as well from memory, in addition to damage. So what do we got? Lightning damage, Aether damage, Electrocute, which is lightning over time, and stuns target. Okay. I thought that was a small area around it. Oh yeah, 0.5 meter target area. So it should stun in an area, but I could be wrong. Anyway, let's blow this up. These guys are not fun, but if you start near them, they won't do their blitz attack, so you should be fine. Scorch's Archive, Windborne Greaves, and a whole bunch of iron bits. Honored with Death's Vigil. So, if I wasn't recording a video right now, and if I cared a lot more than I do about Death's Vigil, I would exit out of the game, or maybe I would go until the next rift. Then I would exit, I would go back to normal, and I would buy the writ. And actually, I may still do that. We shall see. Oh, can't go that way. Alright, looks like we have to go the underground route. So if you look here, this rock is blocking the door, so I have to come in from this way. This rock is blocking the road, so I have to come in from this way, and the only way to get up there is to go through the underground section. And while I was waffling, he split himself into 3. There we go. Alright. Let's go underground. Now, there could be a treasure trove here. I can't remember, but I don't think there's an exalted chest here. There is a bunch of hidden stuff, though, which is kind of cool. Again, you're not going to get anything good from these, but it's just a bit of fun. Totem, though. Ancient Aether Warp Totem. Alright, and the treasure trove. Lovely. I have died in this corner right here from this totem at least 3 times that I can remember in ultimate difficulty. 2 of them were pet conjurers, where I got pinned in here by the monsters while my minions are off over here fighting something else. And the third one was a shield breaker, who I again got caught in the corner and couldn't get out. This was on Elite, though, I think. It was one of my first characters. Anyway, let's see if we can't set them up the bomb. This will at least take out most of them. Okay, just a few of the big guys left. Should be fine, should be fine. They're still coming. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's that dog sitting in a chair in the middle of a burning room. This is fine meme. Alright, we got it, and honestly, as worried as I was kind of feeling there, I don't think the health bar really reacted. So more of the damned Glyph of Spontaneous Blades and a bunch of other stuff. More of the damned is... it's obviously not something we're going to be using. Grenadier's shoulder pads, not so much as well. And was there another blueprint? I don't think so. Alright, we'll pick these up. Ultimate, I do want to start collecting items to sell. Because once you get to 94, 100, whatever level, when you want to start making your kind of final build, you're going to want to be transmuting a lot of stuff, you're going to want to be crafting a lot of stuff, and everything costs a fortune.
That skill's not ready.
So you definitely want to start collecting iron bits if you haven't already by this stage. Why do I have it in my head that there's a hidden wall there? There definitely isn't. Must be another one of these underground areas I'm remembering. Right. So now we have access to that last devotion shrine. Let's go get that. And then we'll go to Krieg, and that'll probably be the episode. How are we doing for time? Heaps of time. Scads of time. Of course we have to run the entire way around it to touch the specific section on the back there. Otherwise it won't activate. There we go. Everybody's dead, just how I like it. Let's pick up the winnings, and Korvac can get another point. First point for anyone who's wondering, 30% all damage, not amazing, just kind of nice to have. 300 health is much better. 8 health, and a bit of energy regen, which, if you remember, I was complaining about energy usage. I haven't noticed that recently, but I haven't had a boss that lasted long enough to really sort of worry my energy stockpile, if that makes sense. Right, so we'll send Old Love back to town, and then that's a really juicy group. I kind of just want to send them a present. That was completely not needed, and I don't regret it at all. Alright, here we go. Another section that's good for killing noobs, of which I am most definitely one. So you come in here, you get stuck on the stairs, you get trapped between all these, especially on normal difficulty. Get trapped, and then you just slowly get worn down. And you're busy panicking, so you can't teleport back to town, because you don't even think of it as a possibility, and, you know, ask me how I know this. I gotta say, learning to play this game on hardcore was a lot of fun, but it was also very stressful. Yeah, we got a couple of elites here, very nice, or a couple of heroes rather. So we can blow those up, blow you up as well. And here we go. Aldelon the Molten. Vestments of the Great Guardian and the Eastern set, okay. So, Vestments of the Great Guardian is obviously a Dreeg thing, and it's not something we're going to be using, so there's that. Alright, let's head on down and find my next totem. It's not here. Okay, that's fine. I quite clearly clicked in that doorway, but I don't know what's going on there. There's my totem. Let's head over that way. That's 62. You know what happens at 62? Nothing. Next level. Our guardians that I still haven't summoned will start shredding resistance. Also, hidden spoils here. I'm not going to go run all the way around to get it. No. Who am I kidding? I'm going to go get it. Maybe I'm not. Here you go, I've got a present for you guys. And I've got another present for you guys. Alright, and I think we can maybe just 3 for this, because there'll be extras that come out. And I'm going to break my own rule and not clear the entire surrounding area before I do this. But I think it's going to be fine. So this totem is widely considered to be the most dangerous totem in the game. And I would probably agree with that. And we just killed it, and I didn't notice my health bar move, did you? So, good build is good, is all I can say. Right, let's go back to town, vendor all this stuff, then we'll come back and we'll do the last little push to Krieg.
See anything you like?
Why? Oh, the totems, yeah. What was that ring? Rubbish! That ring was rubbish. Okay, any other rings here? Doesn't look like it. I'm just going to sell the purples. You can blow them up if you want to. I've got, what, over 100 scrap already. I'm not fussed about blowing them up. Okay, ring... eh, no. And done. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. You do, since I've already got the quest, I don't actually need that item. One of Arcade Life's tricks is actually you pick it up, put it in your bank, then go kill him, and then in Elite, take it out of your bank, it'll give you the quest, put it back in your bank, and you can do the same thing again. I'm going to take the deal. I'm going to keep him. This lets us finish the quest. Also gets us a key so we can go fight, what's his face over here? What is his face? Salazar. There we go. Names are horrible. Why can't everybody just be called George or Fred or I don't know, Michaela? Everyone should just have the same name, then I don't have to worry about names. Alright, I think we can get around here. We can go in here and grab the loot. Life Blaze Mantle. See, it was worth coming. There's a purple in that chest. It's absolutely not worth coming over here. No. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go find Krieg. I might even, just looking at the time, it is getting a little tight. I might even just go kill Krieg and then do a little bit of cleanup in the area at the start of the next episode. Ah, of course the door's blocked. It's fine. We'll go around. It'll be okay. Just taking the scenic route. Everyone goes kaboom. Okay, into the last kind of area of Act 1. Now, there's an exalted chest here that I'm not going to be fussed about finding. It could be in the spider caves, but in the interest of time, I'm going to stay out of the spider caves for this one. There's also a whole bunch of 8th crystals, which, if anyone knows the how things usually go on this channel, I'm normally going to farm every single one of them. However, in this case, in the interest of time, I'm going to get the ones I run past, and I'm going to ignore the rest. And no, before anyone asks, I haven't been abducted and replaced by an alien. We're just running short on time. Okay, one additional devotion point, and we're going to disrespect the game completely and get our 20% chaos res while we're being attacked. And it's going to be fine. That takes way too long to die. I think Aether Shard is what I actually need for the last totem, or the last shrine in normal, or in Act 1 Ultimate, rather. Actually taking damage, look at this! Look at that! Awesome. Might have to worry about positioning and the like. It's been a while since this character's had to do that. You know what, we're skipping the 8th crystals. I promise I'm not an alien, but we are definitely running up on the hour. Right, so in the Warden's lab in Ultimate, there's nothing too fancy in the actual laboratory. All the kind of hidden stuff is off in the side tunnels. The laboratory itself is kind of boring, actually. We may run into a few of these guys, but we don't have Nemesis yet, so we're not going to run into Valderan. From memory, there's, I think, 3 spawn locations for Valderan, but I don't have Nemesis, so I'm not going to see him. We're missing an entire difficulty worth of Nemesis reputation, so it's just not going to happen. Alright, Krieg. Let's be honest, I should go back to town and get a potion for this, but yeah, no. I think it's going to be fine. So, I think he's actually going to die so fast that it's just going to be no problem. There's a stomp, barely even registered, and he's dead. There we go. Take the loot, and let's head back to town. Got a little bit of time left, so I'm actually going to go get the last devotion. Infernal Brimstone, no. The last devotion point, if we head back to Burridge Village, I'm pretty sure it's Burridge Village. Yeah, it is, yeah. And then if we head north, there'll be a bridge across a river just over here. Hopefully the road isn't blocked. The road is not blocked, which is strange. There's one more potential blockage at the other side of the bridge. There it is. Okay, we'll have to go around this. If this isn't blocked, you can just duck in there. Because it is blocked, however, I get to go around. So yeah, if this isn't here, you just walk straight through here. And down here, underneath the bridge, and into this little cave here. Now, I didn't check, but I know this devotion shrine used to be elite and ultimate only, but they added a few to normal with 1.2. The one in the conflagration was one of the ones that was added to normal. It was always there, well, not always, but it was there in ultimate and elite previously. But that one's been added to normal. I don't think this one has, but I could be wrong. Right, so there is an exalted stash on this island. There is a devotion shrine, which you can see on the map there. And there may be up to 2 treasure troves here, depending on where it spawns. So there's 2 treasure troves that each have 3 different spawn locations. One of each of the spawn locations for those treasure troves is this island, so potentially we're getting 2 treasure troves here. Let's just see how many I got. I may get 0 as well, because there are 2 spawn locations for each of them that are not on this island, so could just completely dip out. But there is an exalted shrine, or an exalted chest somewhere. Just clear the trash a little bit. Here's the exalted stash. I'm noting a distinct lack of treasure troves though. Icicorn talons. And another ring to check. Let's see. Just over here. Doesn't look like I got any treasure troves, which is unfortunate but not particularly surprising. Okay, so back to town. I think we're now two devotion points short of completing our complete set. However, we do get the Eye of Korvac here, and now the question becomes, what do we put it on? Kind of thinking the Guardians are the way to go here. So they will each proc it independently. It does have a cooldown, but you should see this go off fairly regularly. Right, let's call that the end of this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. Come back next time for Act 2. And thank you all very much. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.